between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, fellas.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 180. Sunday. Slow. No. 5-9.
On first down, Wentz. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
82.
To throw, it's Wentz. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. Oh, good move. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run with Madison. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Man 5-7. Hey, dude.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play down into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline.
Complete to J.J. Nelson. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike, check, 59.
From the gun, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Going on the ground with Madison. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
48 to Mike. Silver. Kill. Turn. Great 15.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Bravo. 48.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out right at the 35. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Go. 180. Stay with your man. Man left. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again.
Here we go. 280. Tight to the right. Move.
They'll run it with Madison. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Sunday. Check 43. Great 57. Hey, I-7.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
48 for Mike.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft one deep left side. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Let's go. 198.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Caught by Nelson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, we're here.
From the 29, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go.
He's got a man, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go. Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get up the field. Watch the safety creep.
Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught by Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know you feel that.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Jackson now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.J. Nelson in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Switch. 22, check, Palmer. 22, check, Palmer. Check out.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's got some space here. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now, 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wentz now to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
74, 74. 48. Hey, we go back to 48 right now. Let's go. Here we go again. 5. 48. Here, Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike, 48. 5-7. Oh, here we go. Oh, 48.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the 1st down play. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Wentz again. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Again, it's Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. Check to line. Get to line. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, Tank.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Steelers 30-yard line.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Watch the slap. Go. Watch 98. Watch 98. Nice stone. Come on. Get that ball right here. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Let it go.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Ingram. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go. Check.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I got motion, man. Me. I got this. 48 to Mike. Hey, kill. Hey, Ford, don't kill. Hey, Charlie.
Now Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Check 48 to Mike. Check 48 to Mike.
Wentz to throw again. Flushed out right.
Don't be scared of it.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Single. Here. Go now. 48 to Mike.
To throw is Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
82-40.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Mike 48. Hey, let's get some.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my side.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
To throw, it's Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Wentz. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers, another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game?
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Sammy Watkins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And an alley to run. There goes Mark Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Ingram's got the first down and more. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
82.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hey, wahoo! Mike, 48. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball. 48.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I got it. 48 to Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run. Rip on 2. Come here.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Johnson's got it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Hey, Alpha.
Wentz now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
This time, 7. 48 right now. Let's go. You run. 48 to Mike. Me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Sammy Watkins. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will shave one more off this lead. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Set, ready. Pittsburgh. Let's go. Strong right. Top down. We got 4.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
And the Baltimore first down.
Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Baltimore, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, flash, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
I never switch.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap.